This is how to get clients. We go to the raw principle of human psychology. Problem versus solution. And all the rest is communication. So we need to get really good at 3 skills only. First, we need to get really good at finding problems. Everywhere there are problems. The more we can understand our customers better and what they want, then we can help them find, okay, you're not making enough money because of this problem or this problem. And then we find solutions. The more problems we have, the better it is for us. Because we entrepreneurs, freelancers, people, we are here to solve problems. And the more problems we can solve, the more money we can make. The bigger the problems, the more money we can make. So we first find problems in other businesses, or when there's someone we want to work with, we want to help them. For example, it can be weddings, anything. We need to find the problem, why they would want someone else to help solve their problem. So we find a problem, we get really good at finding a lot of problems, then we get really good at solving those problems, and then we get really good at communicating how we can solve this problem. So, for example, my video editor will have a list here of all the problems in every industry. For example, if we want to be portrait photographers, we need to identify the problem. So the problem could be a guy is not getting enough Tinder dates or is not finding his love as a slide. Why? Because his profile photos or the photos on Tinder or other apps are not good enough. When we make those photos better, they will get much more dates. So this is where we can help solve this problem. Another problem we can solve is a businessman who's not getting enough business or not getting enough respect. It's usually his profile photo is really important. So we can help him by making new portraits of him in the right environment, which is specialized to his niche. For example, if he's a real estate agent, so we can make a beautiful photo of him with beautiful luxury villas near him, and that will bring his value much more. And we can also take a photo from a low angle, so it shows a common mistake photographers make is make photos from a high angle, and then it looks like we're looking down on him. But instead, we want to look up to him. He is the big businessman we need, for example. Another client we can help is a website. All those websites with all the profile photos of all the workers, or like smiling, they usually have horrible and awkward photos. What we can do is make the staff or the people working there super comfortable, shoot it in professional, beautiful light, and shoot it in the right environment. So we help them make better photos by having people smile on camera with the right environment, looking super comfortable, they're ready to help. And that will help them make more sales on their website, because most of the websites are there to sell something, and we want to help them sell and make more money. If we want to be event photographers, those are the problems we need to solve. The core problem of events is that they want to sell more tickets or at more expensive price. Every business wants to make more money. Even events that say they sell out, often it's not really true. They need to say that they sell out so people value them more. So it's not often true. So to help events, we need to look at their problems. Why are they not selling enough? Or how can they sell their tickets for more expensive and how they can do better? So we look at their current photos. Usually events use photos a lot because all the websites use a lot of photos. Facebook use photos, Instagram, everywhere they promote their events with photos or videos. So a common problem they can have for not making enough money is having photos that look boring. If we see that, we go and message them, hey, your photos look boring or empty. The photos can look boring or low energy. Empty spaces. If it's a crowd, there are some empty spots. We don't want that. Low quality photos, bad editing. The colors are not looking vibrant and giving this energy that the event wants to show. Choosing the wrong photos to show at first, or to show in their website, or to show in their ads. And the list goes on with problems they can have. We want to help them make more money, so we need to choose the right photos for them to put first. We need to make the right photos. We need to choose the right angles. We need to choose the right editing style that shows the colors and the vibrance of this event. We need to choose the right photos that show this energy. So ideally, when I shoot event, I want one photo of the whole event, so the crowd, an overview photo, and then a few photos of people just losing and going completely crazy, where it shows the energy here at this event look completely different. Moving on to product photography. We need to do a little research about what are the features that the customers like most. And we can ask the owner that, we can ask the company, or we can just ask the customers or do a market research or Google research showing, okay, this is the right feature in this product. This is how we want to show it. And then we enhance those. We put a lot of lighting on those. We put reflecting lighting. We make those features pop. So whenever the business owner makes an ad to sell this product, we want people to first notice all those amazing features and then showing also the product in the right environment. So people will be triggered fast to see like, oh, this is exactly what I need and understand why they need it. Now moving on to wedding photography. And for wedding photography, I have a whole list of problems the couple might have. I'll show it here. So the couple needs to hire a lot of new vendors, photographers, videographers, locations, food. And another problem is that they feel that everybody is trying to screw them over because everybody is just raising their prices suddenly when they hear a wedding. So trust is a huge issue. If you can show them how trustful you are, how much people value you, and you show them that your prices are just like that for everyone and not just because they're a wedding, you will get much more trust. If you can help them also find a beautiful location or nice florist or nice food, that will help them a lot. That will help them already a lot, and you can do it for free easily by making reels. Those are the best locations to get married in Amsterdam, or those are my favorite florists and this is why. And that helps them to choose the right people, and it shows them if the florist is really good, you might be also really good. Other problems they can have is being super awkward in front of the camera. So we want to solve that for them by being super comfortable and having a lot of fun games and tricks and jokes that we can have. This is why I make joke lists and posing guides, because it can be really awkward. The last thing they want is an awkward photographer at their wedding, right? I had a couple come up to me saying, my sister had a wedding and the photographer didn't speak at all. He was just like, do your thing and hide behind the camera. Now, every time they look at their wedding photos, they think, oh, this was a really nice wedding, but the photographer was really awkward and we felt really uncomfortable. So they had to redo their wedding photos, which is a horrible experience. So they really want to avoid that. And we can help communicate that this can happen. And this happens to other people. So we want to show them how we are not awkward. So we want to show them us at weddings with a 360, for example, like I do on my reels or stuff like that. Another problem they might have is inviting friends. Who to invite? How do they know who to invite? Do they need to invite their whole family and people they never spoke to? Or can they invite just a little bit of people? You can give your opinion about it. You can share your experience because you have been to a lot of weddings. They have not. Another problem they can have is making an invitation card. They have no clue how to do it. They're not designers. They're just a couple who want to get married. You can help them by providing pre-wedding photo shoot and doing their invitation card, plus printing it. So they don't need to figure out where to print it, how to design it, what to write on it. You just solved so much problems for them. And yes, you can charge money for it, and big money as well. Now, to get so much ideas, this is my trick on how to do it. I write down who is my customer, what are their wishes. For example, wedding couple, they just want to get married and they want everyone to remember their wedding as the best wedding in the world. This is their wishes. What are their problems? A list of a long problems. They have never done this before. They never want to do it again, so they have a lot of problems. And this is why it's so perfect for us, freelancers, entrepreneurs. We can help them solve all those problems and we can make a ton of money by solving all those problems. And now we need to communicate that they have problems that they don't know about. People, when they get married, they're like, oh, let's just get married. Maybe it will be easy. It's all the time much harder and much more overwhelming than they thought it was. There are so much jokes about it, memes about it online, about how hard it is to actually organize a wedding, how much fights you go through as a couple. It's not this romantic experience, but it can be if we help them. So I make a list of their desires. I make a long list of the problems or the obstacles, and then I make a list of exactly how I can help. Now we need to communicate it. How do we communicate it? There are a few ways. We can make videos about it, which is my favorite way, because the videos is easy to consume. We can post it everywhere and we get free reach if it's really good. So we get basically free advertisement if it's good. And in the Instagram course, I show exactly how to do it in a simple and easy way. Now, the next way is a website. I have a link in my website where every time I send my prices, or even just when people get into my website, I show them exactly what I can do for them and how I'm specialized in what I can help them. So for example, I can make them comfortable in front of the camera. I can hype them. I edit differently to their needs, because in the Netherlands, people want vibrant photos. And I used to try also to have those moody, dark tones. People don't like it. So I listened to the people, to my clients, and I made a really vibrant colors, especially for events. They want to show how alive it is, for example. Then I show that I have a lot of experience. I show videos of how I am at weddings or at events. I show my team, what we can do together. I show them exactly how I can solve their problems. Whenever I send my prices to the client and I send them, this is what you get, then they see a whole list of things they get. They're like, wow, this is worth a lot of money, and I can understand why he's charging so much money, and I really need it, because any other photographer now is not relevant. And we can also communicate by just sending emails or DMs or just speaking to people. So when speaking to people, I recommend, instead of saying, hey, I'm a photographer, saying, hey, I help people make better Tinder photos or get better results on Tinder or get better results, like saying exactly what problem you solve, instead of just speaking about, hey, I'm a guy guy with a camera. It's like saying, I'm a guy with a hammer, or saying, hey, I'm a guy who fixes roofers. Then you see the guy who fixes roof gets much more money than saying, I'm a guy with a hammer. And then you communicate via email, which is also a great way to work with people. And the last way is working via emails or DMs. And this is reaching out to people. And this is a great way to work with your dream clients. So what you do is you look up their business. You identify exactly what the problems they have. For example, their Instagram is not good enough. The photos are really low quality. Or you go to the website and you see really bad photos. And you think, how can I make those photos better? When you find the solutions, you communicate it via email. Hey, I'm a huge fan. I'm a big customer of yours. Every time I go to the website, I look at the first photo that I see and I think I can help you make it much better, which will make you much more money. If you show this feature and this feature of your product and you show it in the right lighting, with the right environment, with happy people in the background, you can make so much more money. Because now the feeling every time I get from getting into the website, it's just another product and there are a million likes it. But we can really help it make it unique and stand out from everywhere, and I can help you make this photo. Plus, I can make you help photos for your website and everything. Because I'm a huge fan, I'll be happy to do it at a huge discount or for free. Depends how much you want to work with them. But an email like this is what every entrepreneur dreams about getting. Someone who understands exactly their problem and who is ready to help them. The only thing that needs to be between the solution and the problem is money. So they just need to pay someone and this problem is solved. This is the dream outcome of every entrepreneur.